Another day has gone. I'm still all alone. How could this be? You're not here with me. You never said goodbye. Someone tell me why. Did you have to go? Leave my world so cold. Every day I sit and ask myself, how did you slip away? Something whispers in my ear and says, you are not alone. I am here with you. Though you're far away, I am here to stay. You are not alone. Yo! Once again, it's on. Back at you one more again. Real Kens TV and the House Light Kitchen Sinks. Now, for you all that are not familiar, I'm the self-proclaimed Mr. 30 Minutes or Better. Meaning that any time that I drop a story or video, it's guaranteed to be 30 minutes or better. So if you're on your way to work, you're at work, you don't feel like being there as we so often don't. You're on your way home from work, you need to laugh, you need to cry. Perhaps you're trying to lay down and take a nap, or you're trying to go to sleep at night, depending on whatever time you're listening to or viewing this video. Or you're just on the move for a good old-fashioned true, keyword being true, penitentiary/life, story/life experience. This is the channel for you. If you prefer your 8 to 12 to 15-minute videos, absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But at Real Kens TV, it's 30 minutes or better. So with all that being said, there is a message. It feels so good to be back. I've been gone for so long, I almost forgot my own intro. See, I could loop this, right? Now, looping means, for you all that are not familiar with recording and YouTube and things of that nature, I could have an intro, and every time that you all tune in to see Real Kens TV, it will be the same intro, but no, that's not what I do. It's live. That's why I do the manual rewind. When I mess up or when I don't like exactly what I said, I manually rewind it. The way that I just messed up right there, right? But nevertheless, it's great to be back. It's 2025, and I'm so grateful, man. I've been reading the comments. I've been responding to some, but it's so many. But I respond to what I can respond to, and it's a beautiful thing just to wake up and be able to have a chance to do it all over again. The things that perhaps yesterday we didn't get right, guess what? We were blessed to wake up and have an opportunity to do it all over again. You know, I've really been in a certain space the last few days, and I'm hearing about all these domestic violence cases. All of these domestic violence, unforeseen, unfortunate situations that have transpired. And it's not just here in Kentucky. I'm in Lexington, Kentucky. Y'all jump in the comments and let me know where you're chiming in from. Once again, I'm in Lexington. Let me know where you at. Where you at, whoa there? I'm over here, whoa there. I'm in that 5, that O to the 4. You heard me? Shout out to New Orleans, Louisiana, 504. But this is a very, very serious matter that I'm going to touch upon today. You know, you have a 31-year-old mother. And y'all go to my comments, because I'm going to pin this story in my comments. I didn't want to put the actual news footage up because I haven't really got the full understanding, if you will, of the YouTube strike laws and things of that nature. So certain things you can post and certain things you can't. So I just decided to, I'm going to pin the actual, news footage and article and things of that nature in the comments, and y'all go check it out. I believe her name is Khadijah Andrea Birch. And if I got the name wrong, the name is right, but if I said it wrong, my deepest apologies. Springfield, Kentucky. 31 years old. She's in a situation, she's in a relationship with an individual, and it's a very, very toxic situation. It's violence. Violence that is at the fullest capacity as it could possibly be. December the 27th, it hit the fan. 31-year-old Miss Khadijah Andrea Birch took her final breath. At the hands, allegedly, and I'm going to just say allegedly just because the case is still ongoing. So I'm going to just say, for legal purposes, allegedly, at the hands of supposed to be baby's daddy boyfriend, Roosevelt Davis. The situation between the two had obviously hit a boiling point, and Miss Birch just, you know what, enough is enough. I no longer want to be entangled in this toxic situation. Most people already are fully aware that when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it. When a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it. It's like running out of love. Yeah, one of those things. She's tired. She's giving this individual chance after chance, but yet you still want to go out here in the streets, mess up, and then come back home and put your hands on her, allegedly, for legal purposes, allegedly. 2 beautiful kids. She has a 3-year-old, and at the time, she had a 7-year-old. The 7-year-old was by him, Roosevelt Davis. Again, this entire story, the news article is pinned in the comments. It's happened in Springfield, Kentucky. December the 27th, 2 days after Christmas. I guess Miss Khadijah said enough is enough. I'm done. But let's go back, because I always try to paint a picture for y'all. So let's go back to October the 5th of 2024. They have been going through it all day long. When I say going through it, Urban Dictionary, they have been fighting, having problems all day long. Respectfully. Allegedly, Roosevelt Davis choked her up, put his hands on her, which tells me that Miss Khadijah was just sick and tired of that, because she left, went and got a gun, and popped his ass twice in his leg. You bitch ass nigga, bam, bam, popped him twice in his leg. Obviously, she could have unalived him if she chose to, but it was sending a message. No, you're not going to put your hands on me no more. Police come to the scene. They see what's what. They arrest her. Attempted murder. A woman that's a victim. A woman that's just trying to protect herself and her kids gets arrested for attempted murder. She's at the detention center, the jail. On December the 23rd, she's released on bond, $10,000. The charges were reduced from attempted murder to second-degree assault, which still carries 5 to 10. Once again, this is just a young lady that's trying to protect herself along with her kids. You all have her charged with second-degree assault, which once was attempted murder, when all she was doing was protecting herself. See, they had a history, allegedly, of domestic violence, calls 911 and police coming out to the residence and things of that nature. She gets a blessing. $10,000. See, in Kentucky, $10,000 bond means $10,000. It don't mean, okay, your bond's $10,000, you pay 10%, which is $1,000. No, we don't have that here. We're in a Commonwealth state. If your bond is $10,000, unless that judge says, you know what, I'm going to grant you a 10% bond or less, your bond is $10,000. And even with that, you're probably going to be on some sort of house arrest and strict stipulations. See, this is one time that I'm not going to say one time, so it's just figuratively speaking, this is a time in which the system failed the woman. I know oftentimes the system fails the man, because you have some women, not all women, I'm going to stress, not all women, but you have some women, a lot of women, they go downtown and they file these false, bogus charges against the man, and he's in jail for no reason. But this wasn't one of those situations, allegedly. She makes bond, $10,000, 2 days before Christmas. She got a 3-year-old at the time and a 7-year-old. Fast forward, we're going to fast forward 4 days to December the 27th. In my mind, I wasn't there, so in my mind, what I'm actually visualizing is that Roosevelt tried to come back. Roosevelt Davis. Yeah, you all Google him. Springfield, Kentucky. Apparently, he must have tried to come back. Miss Khadijah Andrea Birch, she wasn't with it. Allegedly. He leaves Kentucky, drives all the way to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Everybody knows the snow is cold, and I got a lot of family in Milwaukee. And I vowed to never go back up to Milwaukee in the wintertime, ever. I'll go to Milwaukee. It's a beautiful city. It's a beautiful place, but not in the wintertime, because I don't like all that snow. It's just me, respectfully. Drives all the way up to Milwaukee. And again, I'm assuming that he had family there, because why would you drive to Milwaukee? Out of all places, you could have driven anywhere. But he goes to Milwaukee, robs a bank, and goes and purchases 2 guns. Evidently, he wasn't a felon, because if you're able to purchase 2 guns, unless you purchased them on the streets, but the news didn't, and all this, allegedly, the news didn't say that he purchased them on the streets. So I'm just assuming he went and purchased 2 guns from a pawn shop or, a gun shop or whatever. Drove all the way back to Kentucky. That's a nice drive, man. 8, 9, 10-hour drive, depending on how fast you drive. Y'all rock with me, man. Shout out to the truck drivers, man, in this nasty weather, man. I'm in Kentucky, and I don't know if y'all can really see the background, but it's been a snowstorm here for the last, 3-4 days, 5 days, and there's another one set to hit again within the next couple of days on Friday. This is Wednesday. So shout out to the truck drivers. Y'all be safe out there when y'all ordering those Amazon orders or whatever you're ordering. Just understand that these orders are getting to you the next day or 2 days later. Why? Because of the truck drivers, the Amazon drivers, all the healthcare workers that are working these long shifts, 16, 24-hour shifts, 18 hour, 20, whatever, 40-hour shifts, whatever. Shout out to the janitors. Shout out to the cooks. The people in the restaurants, man, flipping them burgers, cooking your food for you. Don't necessarily have to be burgers, but I'm just using that as an example. Shout out to everybody that's doing what they got to do. The factory workers. DoorDash, Uber, Instacart. Shout out to everybody that's doing what they got to do to make ends meet. As I was mentioning, he drove all the way up to Milwaukee. He's on his way back, purchases 2 guns, comes back. I don't know the exact time, but it's roughly about midnight on the 27th. 2 days after Christmas, man. December the 27th, 2024. What was it, 2 weeks ago? Goes into the residence. Kids asleep. 3-year-old, 7-year-old. The 7-year-old was turning 8 on December the 27th. So essentially he was 8. It was just past midnight. He was sleeping in bed, as most kids are going to be. Goes to the residence. He shoots Khadijah. Shoots her. Kids is in the residence. Shoots her. Unalives her. Her mother's there. Shoots the mother several times. I want to say 5 times. I could be wrong. Allegedly. Shoots the mother 5 times. Khadijah doesn't make it. The mother makes it. She's in the hospital for several days or what have you. It's Christmas time now. A few days before, New Year's. We're supposed to be celebrating another year made. Mother shot 5 times. She's in the hospital by the grace of God, and she makes it. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, Khadijah doesn't make it. Obviously, this coward, Roosevelt Davis, flees the scene. He gets pulled over for speeding or whatever he's doing on the highway. He's already has an active warrant out for him for the bank that he robbed in Wisconsin. And the police want to talk to him about the situation that occurred in Springfield, Kentucky, involving the unaliving of his son's mother. Just turning 8. Kids didn't see it, but they obviously woke up to it. You hear all these gunshots. You wake up and I want you all to really, really visualize this. We joke, we have fun, we laugh, we cry, we have fun on this channel. It's reality. It's reality TV. I could easily do what a lot of these other content creators do, not all, but a lot, and talk about booty bandit stories all day long, because that's the things that people tend to click on when you put them in your caption. So stories like this don't really get a whole lot of traction unless you all share these type of stories. Imagine, most people have kids. Your kids wake up 3 and 8 years old. These supposed to be a celebration. It's my 8th birthday to walk in and see your mother unalive. To walk in and see your grandmother presumably unalive. What about these kids? What about their mentals? How will they possibly go on as far as the rest of their lives with this caption, with this image in their mind? Because you got this Roosevelt Davis that allegedly did these things to their mothers. Y'all rock with me, man. Y'all rock with me. As I mentioned, they pulled him over. They seen that he was wanted. He's in custody at this point. Everybody knows that watches me. I'm not really a proponent. I'm not really a big... I'm not going to necessarily say I'm not a big advocate of the police, or I understand that police are necessary. I understand that law enforcement is necessary. I understand that we have to have order in this thing that we call life. So it has to be some form of structure. And it's where the police, the good police officers, come into play. Gotta have them. I'm so thankful that they were able to apprehend the suspect. That's how they talk on cops and shit. The suspect has been apprehended. Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you? Motherfuckers be chasing the suspect down. He be about, 260, 70 pounds. How you catch this motherfucker? How do you catch him? You know what I mean? How are you able to run the suspect down? But nevertheless, they always run the suspect down. Once again, y'all rock with me. Roosevelt Davis is apprehended, custody. As I was saying before I went left, not really a big supporter of police, correctional officers, but at the same time, I know it's necessary, but at the same time, I believe that this Roosevelt Davis guy should be facing the death penalty. I mean, after all, you went to a whole new state, several hours away, robbed a bank. That's federal in itself because you crossed state lines. Went and bought 2 guns, not 1, 2 guns, for the sole purpose of coming back to unalive your baby's mama. She got 2 kids that need her. 2 kids that are gonna look for their mother and don't understand why their dad and stepdad, which is the same to me. See, I'm one of them type individuals to where if I got kids, especially when they're younger, I'm going to treat them other kids the same way I'm going to treat mine. As long as the mother allows them to be disciplined, not putting my hands on them or anything like that, but just, when I see you doing something wrong and I correct you, don't be talking to my kid like it. You know what? You right. I'm going to back up, but I'm going to talk to mine like this. As long as the mother allows me to be the man of the house or the man in the situation, then that's what I'm going to do. They're looking for their mother. They don't understand that their mother is never, ever in life coming back ever again. It's Christmas time once again. About to be New Year's. They have no clue what's going on. Yeah, you can try to tell them, man, mommy's in heaven, she's in a better place, and she's with God, and she's with the angels, and she's... But at nighttime, when they don't feel well, at nighttime when it's storming outside and it's thundering, it just in general, it don't necessarily have to be at nighttime. Where's mommy at? We miss our mom. And she was taken off this earth, allegedly, by this Roosevelt Davis guy. Sounds like premeditated murder to me. Sounds like a death penalty case to me. And I have never really been one to speak about, and I've spoke about it, but I've never really been one to feel as though the death penalty should be into play. But this is the one time that I feel like this is premeditated, man. So you get what you get. You didn't care anything about her. You try to unalive her mother? I'm assuming, I wasn't there, I'm assuming that she came in to protect her daughter as anyone else would do. And you try to unalive. First of all, you shouldn't even have done it to the daughter, but then you try to do that to the mother. I'm so thankful. I don't know these people, and I say that in the most respectful manner, but I'm so thankful that he didn't do anything to the kids, man. He didn't have a heart, obviously, but he had enough in his feeble heart. I know it's an oxymoron because I clearly say he didn't have a heart, but he had enough in his feeble heart to not do anything to these kids. I want you all to look this story up. I want you all to share this video, because this message needs to get out. Why do I get 15, 20,000 views when I talk about a booty bandit, but when I talk about some real life shit, I barely get 2,000 views? Y'all tell me. It's not about me. It's about all the women that deal with this. Domestic violence is real. You got dudes that go through domestic violence just as well. You got women that are physically abusive to men out here. But for the most part, in my opinion, I feel as though most of the time it's the women that's experiencing this. Not to slight the men that have gone through this. I've gone through it. I've been arrested before for no reason. I've had an EPO, emergency protective order, put out on me for absolutely no reason. It was years and years ago, but nevertheless it happened. Had to hire an attorney, had to sit in jail to prove my innocence. So I'm stressing the fact that I understand that it happens to men just as well. I don't know really what could be done. In Kentucky, once again, it's called EPOs, emergency protective orders, or DVOs, domestic violence orders. I don't know what could be done, because a lot of guys, even though they have an EPO, okay, don't go around this young lady. You're not to be within, 1,000 feet, 10,000 feet, 100,000 feet. It doesn't matter. If they want to come around you, they're going to come around you. I don't know what could be done, but I know that something needs to be done. I did a video, and I don't know, it was several months ago. 2 twin young ladies, I believe it was in Brooklyn. Off the top of my head, I want to say it was, definitely New York, but I want to say it was in Brooklyn. They had been out partying, what have you, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 a.m. or what have you. They go to a place to get something to eat. It was the individual that approaches one of the twins. Hey, how you doing, man? My name is, such and such or whatever. Can I get your number? According to the reports, one of the twins was as nice as could be. Well, I don't really give out my number, but I give you, what's your Instagram? I'll send you my Instagram. This individual gets upset because she doesn't want to give him the phone number. Verbally abuses her, cusses her out or what have you. Other twin, it's a twin sister. Hey, leave her alone. They got other friends with them. Leave her alone. She gave you an Instagram. She didn't have to do that. She could have just been like, no. He leaves. They think that it's over. They laughing, presumably. And I'm sorry, man. I shed tears, man, very easily when it comes to. I have daughters. I have, and that just, yeah, that just doesn't sit well with me. This individual leaves. We've all been out at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. We stopping, we get something to eat, and we're with friends. We having good, responsible fun. We're not bothering anybody. We're not doing anything to break the law. We're sitting there and we just chilling and having fun, and this coward comes back. The owners of the deli, they were at a deli. He recognizes that something wasn't right, so he locks the doors. This individual comes back. He's not banging on the door, but he's knocking on the door like, let me in. Owner knows something's not right. After 5 minutes or so, he leaves. The perpetrator, the alleged, he's not even alleged. The individual that had a problem with the young lady that wouldn't give him the phone number, he leaves. She thought he left. Really, he's right around the corner waiting on them to come out of the restaurant, the deli, rather. You got daughters? You got daughters? Rock with me. Even if you don't got daughters, you got nieces, you got cousins, you got friends. You're a woman. Understand what I'm talking about. This bitch ass nigga's hiding around the corner like some bitch. Waiting for this 19-year-old young lady to come outside of the restaurant because he couldn't get back inside because the restaurant owner had enough, he understood that the situation just didn't look right. So once again, he locked the doors. Y'all rocking with me? They leave, they're laughing. Yeah, girl, I had a good time, and we'll have to do this next week or next month or next year or whatever time we get back together. I love you. You know how women. I love you. Only to walk out of the door, not even understanding that she was walking into her own demise. She walks out of the door. This bitch ass nigga comes around the corner with a knife. You's a bitch. Yeah, look this story up. 19-year-old twin in Brooklyn, New York gets unalived. And that's all it'll come up. I should have posted a link, but I didn't even know. See, the thing about me, when I tell these stories, it comes from the heart. Everything that I do is from the heart. Nothing is I know what I'm going to talk about, but I could go left. I could go right. So when people's like, hey, Kens, man, stick to the story. There is no sticking to the story with me because I come from the heart. Yeah, I'm going to stick to the story, but I may talk about other things and it all correlates to the topic at hand. She walks out of the door. He guts and stabs up. Y'all got to give me a minute, just a minute, because I'm thinking about my daughter. I'm thinking about your daughter. I'm thinking about everybody's daughters. I don't even know y'all. Y'all don't know me, but I'm thinking about your daughters being in that situation, man. You hear me? She doesn't make it. He attempts to do something to her, but I guess other people, and when I say her, the other, the twin, other people intervene and they get him out of there or whatever. Police come and they arrest him. Why? She doesn't exist on this earth anymore. Why? Because she had a boyfriend. She wasn't interested. So I'm very, very empathetic when it comes to women. I'm empathetic when it comes to people, period. But women have so much, and I'm not talking about the ones that are out here trifling. When I say trifling, the ones that's out here just trying to get money from dudes, scam dudes, scheme dudes. I'm talking about the ones that are just genuinely just women just out here. 19 years old, man. The other twin has to live seeing, witnessing, knowing that I seen my sister that I came out of the womb with. Either before, after, at the same time, whatever the case may be. We share the same heart. I did over 10 years, but I'm still a motherfucking human. So let me put these glasses back on. I see my sister get killed in front of my very eyes for no reason. And so when I see situations like the Jay-Z situation, I feel as though that young lady is blatantly lying. However, the prosecution can't dismiss that because they have to do their due diligence. And I understand that it's not fair to Jay-Z if she's lying, and clearly, in my opinion, she's lying. But just think about all the ones that's not lying, that hasn't lied. Can't just dismiss the case. We got to do a full investigation. It's sad on both ends. I employ my daughter. My oldest daughter. She's 25, 26. I'm sorry, she's 26. She's licensed to carry. She's in nursing school right now. I tell her all the time, make sure you hit that gun range. Not to try to do anything to anyone, not to try to harm anybody, but it's for protection. That's it. Right hand, left hand. Know how to protect yourself, and let that be your last option, not your first option. Let that be your only option. Because you got a lot of sickos out here, man. I'm a dude. You got a lot of sickos. And these bitch ass niggas come to the penitentiary and they so respectful in the pen. Hey, excuse me, man. You next on the microwave? Hey, excuse me, are you next on the ice machine? Because you got ice machines in the pen where you get you some ice or you put it in your cooler to keep your food cool. Hey, excuse me, are you next on the phone? Now y'all respectful. This shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy. And every day you look on the news and it's something different. Every day you look, you see that people are becoming more and more out of pocket, outside of the norm, being crazy. To the twin daughters, twin sisters, Khadijah, Andrea Birch, rest in peace, at least one of the twin daughters. But actually both, because when her sister was unalive, part of her was unalive. It's your twin, man. Y'all done everything together. And you see her, you witness this for no... Matter of fact, the one that made it, she got stabbed in her arm too. He tried to stab her. I just thought about that. She probably much rather would have gone with her sister opposed to being here on this earth, man, with stab wounds from this weirdo, this idiot. Then his parents paid all this money for an attorney to help him get out of the situation. Hope he's in Rikers Island. And, you get what you get. Yeah, Rikers Island. Get what you get, because they do not play that in prison. I don't give a fuck what state is in. They do not play that. Kids, elderly people, and women, man. I know it's some trifling women out here making up shit. I know it. People's hungry for $1. I get it. But it's a lot that's not. It's a lot that's not. Tough video, man. It's a very, very, very tough story for me to cover, because I was going to do it yesterday, but I just couldn't. I did it, but I didn't upload it. I erased it. You young ladies out there, man, do whatever you got to do to protect yourselves, but do whatever you got to do to be, how can I put this? Don't be trying to get over on people. Don't be trying to beat people. Don't try to fool people. Call me a fool, but you can't fool me. Don't try to get over on people for some money. You got a nice body. You got nice looks. You got... If you're blessed, we're all blessed. But if you're blessed with these, these looks and these... Go to school, don't mean that you have to be out here and basing all your money, everything that you gain in life on your looks and on your body, because that goes away. See, when you're 22 and 23, you don't understand that all that ass you got, big titties, the little waist, yeah, I'm getting graphic, but that's what it is. You don't understand that goes away at some point. Maybe when you have a kid. I've seen some women have kids and the body doesn't go anywhere. And I've seen some of the women that had the best of bodies, and then once they had kids, it goes away. whatever the case may be, you're still a beautiful person inside. So it doesn't matter what your body looks like, but just understand that if you out here just solely using your body and sexual explicit if you will, that goes away. The same way you look at 22, at 24, you may not look. Most likely, you're not going to look at 45 if you're even blessed to live that long. Understand that. And I say this once again in the most respectful, fatherly way. I talk to my daughter like this. My daughter's some of you I've posted pictures. My daughter, I got a younger one and I got older. My daughter's she's beautiful. But I let her know that beauty never goes away, but like body and all of these things that other people perceive you as, when they look at you, that dissipates. Rest in peace. Khadijah Andrea Birch, Springfield, Kentucky. The twin sisters in Brooklyn, New York. And anybody else that's lost their lives, that's lost a family member to domestic violence, man. Because these dudes is bitch ass niggas. I'm gonna come out with some merch, I'm gonna tell my idea. A shirt, hoodies, no more BANs. BAN apostrophe S. No more bitch ass niggas. You see the red flags? You see what's going on? Let it go, man. It's not cute. I know in the beginning, I'm gonna kill you, girl. If you ever leave me, man, you my girl, you my bitch. In the very beginning, it's all cute and fun. Oh, man, girl, he loves me. No, he means that. When you see that type of behavior in the beginning, let him fly. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. He first left that little farm, Clarice. Yeah, let it fly. Because it's only going to get worse when he's saying this in the beginning. What do you think? What do you really, really think? Real Kens TV. Hopefully you all like the video. Feel free to comment. Definitely share. Subscribe to the Chizana if you're not already subscribed. And be sure to hit that post notification. So anytime I bring you this action and this heat. Hey, because that's what Roosevelt Davis is going to get in these penitentiary systems. Amongst the first to receive. They're going to beat him. I'm not an advocate for violence. But they're going to beat him. And no guns in the penitentiary. Can't drive to Milwaukee. You're going to be in Milwaukee because they're going to try you there first. They're going to bring you back to Kentucky. Kentucky's going to be your main issue because that's where they're going to hit you with that premeditated action, that premeditated murder. Now we're going to see how tough you are, Roosevelt Davis. And I'm going to continue to follow this. All I got to do is go to cool.com, KOOL.com, Kentucky of, I don't know what cool, I don't remember what it stands for, but KOOL. Yeah. Matter of fact, I do remember. KOOL, Kentucky Online Offender Lookup. That's what it means. I'm going to follow you. I'm going to see where you at. I'm going to see where you at. And still got a couple people in the Department of Correction. And when I say that, I mean meaning that I just want to check on your well-being. Not to have anything done to you. I'm not going to send anybody $500 to have something done to you while you're locked up, or $250 or $1,000. No, I would never do anything like that. But I'm going to check on you to see where you at, which he's going to be at Easter. I don't know, because they got a lot of penitentiaries in Kentucky. Check on your well-being, man. You know what I mean? That's it. Roosevelt Davis, Kentucky Department of Corrections. Khadijah Andrea Birch murked her 2 days after Christmas, son's birthday. Their son that they shared together, his birthday, Springfield, Kentucky. Check it out. Real Kings TV.